Hello, myself Dr. Shivakant Pathak, here once more available with you to see one more topic, that is elastic collision in two dimension. This is also called non head-on collision. This topic is also named as non-head-on collision or oblique collision. So it can be, this topic can be named by any way. It is elastic collision. It means we are going to see perfectly elastic collision in two dimension. So to see this, either collision is head-on or non-head-on, or we can say that in one dimension or two dimension, the laws which hold is same in both. That is the first law of conservation of linear momentum. Hold. Second, law of conservation of kinetic energy hold. So these both law hold in both type of collision. One dimension or two dimension. In both cases, this law hold. To explain it, let us consider diagram. Consider following diagram. See here, what is the diagram? This diagram is also same like a diagram in the when I was dealing with head-on collision in one dimension. Now we are watching in two dimension. See here, before collision, and here is situation after collision. And here is the state of collision. It is same like as a previous case. Two ball A and B having masses m1 and m2 moving with initial velocity u1 and u2 in same direction. In same direction, and u1 is greater than u2. Everything is same like as the previous case. This situation is, but here, see from here, but here at the time t both collides. The first ball A, here see this diagram by a different color. This both ball collides non-obliquely, not unanimously as it was in case of one dimension. As a result, ball A move in this direction. Ball A makes theta angle with x-axis and ball B move in this direction makes phi angle with x-axis. Clear? And so this is called collision, non-head-on collision in two dimension. Non-head-on collision or oblique collision or elastic collision in two dimension. So here two laws are held. The first one is law of conservation of linear momentum and law of conservation of energy. So see here carefully how I am going to apply all three laws here in this case. So first of all, here applying law of conservation of linear momentum. See how we are going to apply. Since momentum is vector quantity, we know, so it will be added according to the vector diagram, vector notations. But here the momentum after the collision is not in the same direction. It is in two different directions, making angle theta and phi with the direction. So here it is required to make projections of this. Here see, momentum of the ball A is in two directions. Here listen carefully in this diagram. It is ball A mass m1, let its velocity becomes v1. It is moving with velocity v1 and it is with velocity v2 here in this case. m1 v1, with x-axis it is cos theta, and here along y-axis it's become m1 v1 sin theta. And for the momentum of ball B, it is in direction, see carefully, m2 v2 cos phi, and along y-axis it is m2 v2 sin phi. So here see, momentum is in two direction, one along x-axis their component and another along y-axis. So we will take the law of conservation of momentum along x-axis also and along y-axis also. So see here carefully. First of all, we are going to see along x-axis. Along axis, see the formula which I am going to write. m1 u1 is the momentum of ball A along x-axis plus m2 u2 of ball B along x-axis is equal to momentum along x-axis after collision is of ball A is m1 v1 cos theta and ball B is m2 v2 cos phi. See this equation, everybody carefully. This is as equation number 1. Now we are going to see along y-axis. Along y-axis, see carefully, before collision no projection, both momentum is P1 is in this direction, P2 is in this direction before, same direction, no y component available. So for both ball it is a 0 equal to, here see carefully, m1 v1 sin theta is along plus y-axis direction. So we are taking m1 v1 sin theta as a positive and the projection of ball B along y-axis is downward, so its sign becomes negative. It is m2 v2 sin phi, or we can say that m1 v1 sin theta is equal to m2 v2 sin phi. We are going to take as this equation number 2. So these are the two equations when we apply law of conservation of linear momentum here in this case. Now applying second conservation law, that is law of conservation of kinetic energy. See, kinetic energy is scalar quantity, so its total is not according to the previous case, in which according to the vector and vector projections were made. It is a simpler, same like as the previous one. So move here in this case. So total energy, kinetic energy before collision is equal to total kinetic energy after collision. So total energy, kinetic energy before collision is half m1 u1 square plus half m2 u2 square is equal to total kinetic energy after collision half m1 v1 square plus half m2 v2 square. One thing keep in mind, student, here law of kinetic energy, conservation of mechanical energy actually hold, but potential energy at every point is the same considered. So every places the potential energy in both sides before collision and after collision is the same, so cancel each other. So only the conservation of kinetic energy hold. Okay, now half is everywhere cancel, then we may write m1 u1 square m2 u2 square is equal to m1 v1 square plus m2 v2 square. See, this is carefully. I am going to take it as equation number 3. Here three equations are here: equation 1, equation 2 and equation 3. By these three equations, the value of any value can be calculated here in this case. So see carefully. It is for elastic collision in 2 dimensions. So see carefully. Any problem, rewind and see. This is for today only. Thank you and have a nice day.